Listen, as a 21st century lady who is very, very intentional about her skincare, about her glow up journey, about, looking clean, looking even tone, having your skin glow, and having that radiant, youthful appearance. And you're definitely into, the whole holistic aspect of skincare and self care. Listen, and listen very good. You cannot be using only one soap. If you're using only one body soap every day of the week, year in, year out, you're wasting a lot of real estate. You're wasting a lot of chance to get your skin to not only look good, but to also feel good. We're talking about not only how this can affect your skin and the quality of your skin, but we're also talking about how it affects the quality of your mind and your self-esteem and generally how you feel about yourself, right? You cannot be using just one soap. It's impossible for one soap to help you achieve this ultimate skin glow up goal. So using just one soap is a no-no. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 essential types of body soap you need in your body care routine. So a lot of people have been asking me, what is your body care routine like? This is part of my body care routine. This is one of the rules and the laws that I live by that not only helps me to achieve an even skin tone, a glowing skin, a radiant skin, but also a skin that generally feels very comfortable, but also a self-esteem that generally helps me feel very comfortable in my own body and in my own skin. So I am here to help you achieve that in the most simplest way possible. I have said it a couple of times in my channel that skincare success, skincare glow, and all of that skincare goals that you have, the whole desire to glow up that you have, right? It's really not in the amount of products that you buy. It's about knowing, it's about the secrets, the effective secrets that actually work, that you know and that you practice. So this is one of the laws, this is one of the skincare laws that I personally practice that has definitely given me results. So these are the 3 types of body care soap that every girl must have in her skincare routine in order to achieve that radiant, youthful glow up. So what are these 3 types of soap? Number 1, we have the basic hydrating soap, and number 2, we have the treatment or medicated soap, and number 3, we have the scented body soap. The scented body soap. So I am going to be breaking down each and every one of those body soap, and more importantly, how often you need to use them in order to achieve your desired result, which we know is a clear skin, a radiant tone, and a healthy looking, supple, youthful skin. All 3 together, you can achieve them using these 3 types of soaps in your routine. So the number 1 type of soap that we're going to be discussing is the basic hydrating body soap. So this is the kind of soap that contains simple natural ingredients that are suitable for all seasons and weather throughout the year. It is not always necessarily scented, but it gives a good cleanse and hydration to the skin. So this is just a kind of a basic soap. It's just a basic soap. In fact, like if you're someone who uses just one, if you decide that you're still going to stick to using one type of soap, this basic type of soap, the soaps that fall into this category are the kind of soaps that you should consider. Why? Because they are a very neutral and universal soap, because they work for all seasons and they also work for all the weather possible. And the main priority of these soaps, they are designed to give you a good cleanse, which your skin needs. In order to remove odor, dead skin and all of that, you need to prioritize a soap that can give you a good cleanse. And secondly, it is also a soap that gives hydration to your skin. So the art of washing our bodies also have the tendency to strip away healthy oils on our skin, which can lead our skin to dryness. And that situation whereby your skin is feeling itchy after you take your bath, that is because the soap you use has dried your skin extremely, like it gave your skin an extreme dryness, like it's literally stripping your skin from hydration. So if you're someone who still wants to stubbornly use just one soap, You need to prioritize a soap that gives a good cleanse and gives good hydration. That's the only way you can survive on that one soap. So that's the kind of soap you should be considering if you're a one soap kind of girl. And no judgment here, okay? No judgment at all. So soaps in this category are, I think the Dove unscented bar soap is one of the example of soaps in this category, right? So the Dove unscented bar soap is one of the soaps that fits this category. So the bar soap is very, very hydrating. It gives a good cleanse, but it still adds hydration to your skin. And a couple of others as well. Another example of a good body soap that fits this category is most of these baby soaps, right? So I have used a baby soap before. There's nothing wrong in using baby soap. So a lot of the baby soaps are, they're designed with a more lightweight chemicals compared to a lot of the soaps that are made for us adults, for the adult skin, right? So baby soaps are designed with a much more lighter chemical that does not strip the skin of moisture, but actually adds hydration to the skin, because it was designed for a more sensitive forming skin like the baby skin. So soaps like that can actually do you some good, and it can work perfectly well as the only soap that you're using. So it's going to secure you in the area of skin hydration and skin cleansing. Now, for soaps like that, I would recommend using them every day. So because soaps like this are highly suitable for daily use, so it's perfectly safe to use it every single day. So also, if you're a guy and you're also a one soap kind of person, the basic hydrating soap is perfectly fine for you to use. It's perfectly safe, so it's going to definitely nourish your skin and cleanse your skin without stripping the nourishment and the natural moisture of your skin. So the second type of body soaps that we're going to be discussing today are the treatment/medicated soap. The treatment/medicated soap. So this can be at least 1 to 3 separate kinds of soap, depending on your reoccurring or your specific reoccurring body issues. So the most common kinds in this category can be brightening soaps for those of us who struggle with frequent or occasional hyperpigmentation on the skin or dark spots and all of that. So skin brightening soaps can definitely treat issues like that. And another kind can be the body acne treatment soap for those people whose skins are prone to having, body acne. I personally don't struggle with that, but, I've seen a lot of people actually that deal with, chest acne, body acne. So this is where the body acne soaps often, come to play. So they fall under this category. Another kind in this category can also be exfoliating soap for people with keratosis pilaris, for people with KP, chicken skin, and eczema and all of that. So exfoliating soaps are perfect to treat issues like that. And also people with dry skin. So exfoliating soaps are very good to treat issues like that. So unlike the basic hydrating soaps, the treatment and medicated soaps are, specially formulated types of soaps, right? They are not formulated the same way the basic hydrating soaps are formulated. The basic hydrating soaps are formulated in a very simple manner. There is nothing complicated about them. That is why even babies can use those soaps and they will still be safe. Their skin will still be healthy. But when it comes to the treatment and medicated type of soaps, those soaps require a special kind of care when it comes to using them and when it comes to also other products that you're using alongside those soaps. That is because a lot of the treatments and medicated soaps are formulated with active ingredients that are quite heavy and highly concentrated because they are put into the soap in order to fix specific problems. Take for instance the body lightening soaps, right? The body lightening soaps. So these soaps are formulated to address hyperpigmentation issues in the body, for instance. So they contain ingredients like kojic acid, for instance. Kojic acid is a very heavy element. So because of that, because of elements like that, you cannot be using kojic acid every single day. It's not healthy for the skin. So because of that, the recommended usage that I would recommend from experiential knowledge, the recommended days of usage that I would recommend for treatments and medicated soaps in general is between 2 to 5 days. 2 to 5 days, and that actually depends on the strength of the soaps. There are some medicated and treatment soaps that are not as heavy or as harsh on the skin. Some are gentle while some are very harsh. So depending on the kind of soap that you get, you need to know that that is not a kind of soap that you can use every single day. It's not safe for your skin. It's not healthy for your skin to use them every single day. Unlike the first type of soaps that I mentioned, right? So it's not safe for your skin. It's not healthy for your skin to use medicated or treatment soap every single day. So a period of 2 to 5 days, depending on the specific type of soaps and the ingredients in it, you can use it between 2 to 5 days. So example of some of the soaps, like I was saying, body lightening soap. These are some of the ones that I personally use in my routine. So this is a Koji San soap. I use the soap especially towards the beginning of summer. My skin tend to, get a little bit tan, because here in Africa, here in Nigeria, that is the period when the sun is mostly at its peak, right? So I tend to get tan very easily. So that is the period that I tend to incorporate lightening body soap. Another soap that I have in this category is the extract, the calamansi extract, right? So this is another soap that I also use whenever I don't want to use the Koji San. So another one that I recently discovered is this soap right here. The name is not coming to mind right now, but I'm going to leave the picture right here. So this is a soap that I just recently started using, and I think for me this is like the best brightening soap in terms of its mildness and richness. It's very rich and yet so mild. It's not as extreme as the Koji San and the extract body soap. So I might be switching permanently to this soap very soon, right? Because I don't have extreme hyperpigmentation issues on my body, and I'm definitely not looking to be any shade lighter than I currently am. So I want to maintain this tone, but of course just to keep it radiant, and soaps like this come in very handy. So it's not necessarily a treatment soap because it has whitening written on it, but it's not really a whitening soap, at least I've used it for I've used it for a period of a month now, and I didn't experience any whitening effect at all. So if anything, it just gave like a radiant, brighter look. So I feel I'll be using that moving forward, as a caramel skin, of course. So now let me tell you guys the difference between these two, and why in my usage recommendation I said that when it comes to treatment and medicated soap, it depends on the kind of soap, right? But the safest bet is using them between 2 to 5 days, depending on the type of soap. Now, this particular soap that I mentioned right here, I can safely use the soap at least 5 days a week, because like I said, it's brightening, but it's very mild. It doesn't brighten you sharply, unlike the Koji San. The Koji San, it contains kojic acid. It's very extreme, and it also contains other ingredients as well, that if you're using just Koji San every single day, your skin is going to experience dryness for sure, extreme dryness for sure. But in terms of this extract is a bit less mild. What am I saying? Extract is not as harsh as the Koji San, right? So for extract, I can use it for like 2 to 3 days. So for the Koji San, right, I can use it for like 2 to 3 days in a week. But for extract, I can still use it for like 3 to 4 days a week. But this particular one that I mentioned, I can safely use that for 5 days. But remember guys, when it comes to treatment soap, you don't want to use them every single day, because you need to give your skin time for it to adjust to these extreme ingredients that a lot of this medical and treatment body soaps often come with. So your skin needs to be able to adjust to the treatment. Okay, it's just like meditation. That is why you always get prescriptions for medications. So it's the same thing when it comes to treatment creams and treatment soaps as well. You need to use them, bearing in mind that you have to also be strict with how you use them. So you don't want to use them every day, because you might end up getting the opposite of the result that you wanted to get, right? So another example of a treatment soap is the Dudu Oshun body soap. So I currently don't have a pack with me. The one I have left is the last one that I have, which is currently open in my bathroom. So the Dudu Oshun body soap is another good example. It's a soap that is very good in clearing, hyperpigmentation. It's also very good in clearing eczema. It works, but it's not like an only standalone product that can clear eczema, but it helps with things like eczema and body rashes, skin rashes, and all of that. But the same Dudu Oshun, if you use it every single day, you're going to experience extreme dryness of the skin. Believe me, I had to learn this the hard way. That is why you cannot use treatments/medicated soaps every single day. You need to use them between 2 to 5 days a week, depending on the type of product, right? So moving on to the third type of body soap, which is the scented body soap. So the reason why this is the third and the last, but definitely not the least, is because this is the least important, the least necessary. The least necessary product, or the least necessary type of body soap. Why do I say that? So this one is for the girls that are a little bit extra. So these are for the girls who are into aromatherapy, who are also into relaxation and just self-care in general, for the mind as well as for the body, right? So scented body soaps, they generally are designed to bring some soft aromatherapy and help calm your nerves and relax tension in your body, especially when followed with a warm bath and a mild scrubbing. Oh my god, like, it is the best thing in the world to use a scented soap with a warm bath, warm water, and a soft or mild scrubbing. So like I said, this is for the girls who are about mind, body, and soul care all together, and not just the body. So for me personally, aromatherapy is a big deal to me. I am very sensitive to scents, and scents do actually have a very powerful effect in my mind and how I feel, and how I feel generally affects how I show up in the world. So examples of some of my favorite soaps in this category is the Dove soap. So this is the one I'm currently using, and it's almost finished. As you can see, it's literally almost finished. So the Dove company has many variants of body washes. So for me, this is one of my favorite because it's also one of the simplest variants. It's not heavily perfumed like a lot of other variants that they have. So I personally like this. The scent is mild. It smells nice. It smells, it just has this, like, it has a semblance to baby soap smell, but the scent of this one is a bit more pronounced. It's a bit more extreme, because this is obviously designed for adults and not for babies. So I love this. I love the scent. I love the body wash. Another soap, for those that might think, okay, this is too expensive and stuff, that's okay. But there's also this, most of us know this iconic bar soap. I still use it till this day, guys. And in fact, in my own opinion, this soap has a stronger scent. It has a much more lasting scent than this Dove body wash right here. And this is far more expensive. But this one is going to give you ×2 the effect and the feeling that this body wash is going to give you. So Imperial leather has never gone out of style for me. I just recently picked it up again. I've been using this soap since my childhood, right? So this soap we always use this soap. My mom was obsessed with getting the soap, especially when we're traveling for the holidays, right? So this soap just brings in a lot of memory. Aside the fact that It has one of the most relaxing, luxurious scent, that just makes you feel like a queen, makes you feel like royalty. It brings a lot of wonderful childhood memories that I personally love to experience sometimes. So yeah, this is definitely a good form of aromatherapy for me. For the usage, I would recommend 1 to 3 times a week. 1 to 3 times a week. So, but this is actually, it depends on your personality. You can just use it every day a week, that's fine. I just use it 1 to 3 times a week because I'm someone who values romance a lot. I value, the nice things of life, the poetry of life, and aromatherapy for me is like poetry. And because of how much I love and respect it, I do not want to abuse, the relationship. So I am someone who believes in a slow burn. I don't want to experience what I like every single day. Otherwise, I might grow tired of it and grow to not appreciate the detail of it anymore. So if you're someone like me, you might want to just use it 1 to 3 times a day. There are sometimes I could go a whole week and I don't even use any scented soap, but by that time when I finally decide that okay, this night is the night that I'm going to give myself extra special body care, and I take one of my scented soaps, it just feels good. It feels like you've elevated to a new realm, like a new feeling altogether. So it's always a very good experience. Yeah. So there are definitely many other, scented body washes, scented bar soap wash out there to try out, but these are currently the ones that I am currently using. I think one of the ones that I finished that I was using before, I could not replace it because it's quite it's quite on the pricey side, so it's not very economical, but it's definitely worth the investment. This particular one, this lavender scent, was my favorite of all time. I'm definitely still going to get it again, but that particular variant is very scarce in the market now. So yeah, guys, that's it for the 3 types of body soaps that every lady needs, every intentional self-care lover, self-care lady needs in her body care routine. They are essentials because you need them, right? You need the treatment medicated soap if you have a skin concern, and you definitely need your basic moisturizing, your basic hydrating soap for your everyday use. And you need the scented body soap because heaven knows there's enough stress in the world, and every girl deserves to have, a piece of a luxurious bath, something that gives her the feel of a luxurious bathing experience, something that reminds you that you are a queen and you are worthy of love and softness and sweetness in this life. So for me, that is what the scented body soaps give to me. So the 3 types are essentials. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this video. If you have any question at all, feel free to ask that in the comment section. So let me know if there is any other type of body care soaps that you think is necessary to add to this list. Okay, consider joining this community if you're into all things beauty, mindset, femininity, and lifestyle content. This is what this community is all about. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel and joining the crystal amazing community. I don't even know why I did that, but yeah, consider joining the community. It's an exciting, enlightening place to be at. And yeah, that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.